This has been an interesting adventure. My name is Lee Donovan. We're meeting here with Lanix Group. I'm the director for Lanix, and it's our network night. We have our special guest, Josue Rodriguez from Chope's restaurant. We have 4 wonderful participants. Welcome to you all, and welcome to our special live audience. First of all, before we talk to Josue, let me just introduce who and what we are. Lanix Group is an English academy in Bucaramanga, downtown Cabecera, Colombia. And we have had, unfortunately, we stopped with the pandemic, but we have had many great classes through the years here. We were teaching morning, afternoon, evening, basic students to very advanced students, small groups, native teachers, international teachers, and we had some wonderful classes. But also at the academy, the institute, we had many special events. For example, Wednesday night was also always a great night. We had chill and chat, and we'd regularly have 50, 60 people down in the lobby practicing English. We might have small group conversations. We had barbecues every month. We'd have NFL football, Super Bowl game, Halloween parties, great events. Unfortunately, we had to stop that with the pandemic. So we kind of thought at Lanix Group, what can we do to have kind of an English opportunity for our many friends here in the city and overseas as well. So we thought we'll have a network night. So this is the opportunity for our friends, people learning English, to practice English, listening. It's also an opportunity for us to network. So the idea is kind of we get to know each other. We'll post information about our guests. You can contact them in the future. They have very exciting businesses. And just with the pandemic, well, we want to help each other. Let's work together, do our best to overcome this pretty difficult and weird situation. So that's who we are, Lanix Group, and welcome to our inaugural network night. So we have a special group. Our presenter is Josue Rodriguez from Chope's restaurant. So let me bring him up. Josue, are you ready, man?
I'm ready. Yes.
Okay, you can hear my voice and we'll have a discussion. Josue, then in about 15 minutes, we'll invite the other participants to ask questions.
Cool.
Josue, welcome. It's good to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me to this event. And I'm pretty excited that we're a few people, but I know this is going to continue and hopefully it's going to grow super big in the city. Yeah, excited. So
good.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You said you had a crazy busy day. I'm glad you made it. But Josue, we've had the chance to chat. I've seen you at our events here, sometimes on the street, even at church.
Yeah.
And I kind of love your story because you've worked hard and you've done some pretty cool stuff. Maybe you could just start by introducing and telling us a bit about like your international experience. That's pretty cool too.
Well, I was born many years ago, 86 to be precise, in Bogota. I was born there, and since I was 4 years old, my parents started living in Bucaramanga. So I've been here for close to 14 years. My parents also, they're missionaries, so I had the experience to travel to many countries around the world since I was 3 months old. So I always had the opportunity to know other cultures, other recipes, food recipes, lifestyles. And so since I was little, I had to move to Mexico, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, We have trips also to Europe and Africa. So
Right.
that experience helped me to activate my creative side. So since I was little, I was used to seeing other languages, and so that I think that opened a door in my mind, and also um, showed me a lot of possibilities. So that's kind of like how I was raised. And at the
Yeah.
age of 15, I had the opportunity to go to United States, and
Right.
I have family there. So I it's a long story. I'm trying to be the super short, but let's put it that way. At the age of 15, I heard a voice, or I had a feeling that I had to stay in Texas. I was visiting some friends there, and I was going to be there for a month. But I got this feeling inside of me that that was the next step, that I was supposed to do that. So I told my parents, and they believed in me. And so at the age of 15, I was left. I left there for I think 4 years. So I stayed from the age of 16 to 19 in Texas, and
Wow.
I had no idea of how to speak English or anything. I could just say a few words, so I had to learn like the hard way. But also I had people that helped me. So I did
Good.
junior high school, and I graduated in a private school in Texas, and from then, I got a scholarship, a soccer scholarship in Puerto Rico. I played 5 years there, and I studied design. And after those years, after 9 years of being in the States and in Puerto Rico, I came back to Colombia. So that
Right.
was about 8 years ago. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
so, yeah,
Very cool, Josue. You have an experience. And it's good to see you now. I'm glad you're in the city. It's good to see you personally. We haven't chatted or visited for 5 months, I guess, some text
yeah,
messages, but I think you have a new goatee, don't you? That's good, man.
yeah.
You
It's
look
growing.
healthy. Yeah, it looks good. How are you and your family doing? Everyone's healthy, doing well?
Yeah, my family is doing
Your
well. We're getting used to the fact of being in the house for a long time, and
kids?
so I also have a little baby, 11-month-old baby, and she's
Wow.
wonderful. And her name is Emma Sofia, and so it's the first one,
Ah,
and it's a lot of work, but I feel lucky, and she makes me move forward a lot. So it's been
uh,
great.
excellent. You're very blessed. I remember meeting her one Sunday. Lovely little girl. Your pre-pandemic baby. Congratulations. Uh, and I'm glad you're safe and healthy. Just be careful. We have to be careful now and stay safe and healthy. Well, let's get down to it, Josue. We want to hear about your company. Maybe a brief introduction and how you started and up to 5 months ago,
Okay.
pre-pandemic again. How did you start?
About 2.5 years ago, uh, we started a business, a little business, um, which the name is Chopes. Is the combination of two last names, Camacho Lopez. So the combination is Chopes, and
Uh-huh.
we're three business partners. Uh, my wife and I are one. Then we have a chef, is another relative, and an aunt that she's also like a big help for us. So the three of us formed the company, and I was in charge of design. And at the beginning, we started uh, with a like short amount of investment, a lot of ideas, a lot of insecurities, fears of what if it doesn't work. But at the same time, the heart behind it was it has to work. There's no other way out. There's no other solution. It's either it works out or we go broke. So we put our 100%. We quit our jobs, we started working full time on this project. And I remember the first time we opened, there was a super long line of people, and we were scared because we didn't know how to like take care of all the people at the same time. We didn't have many
Wow.
chairs and tables, but it's been a blessing. Besides being prepared in different areas, we noticed that there was something special about the business because the lines continue for months. So that's when we decided, well, let's borrow some more money and invest in a bigger restaurant. So that's when we started the second one, which is in Cabecera, two second floors, 254 square meters.
Yeah.
And then after that one, we opened another one in Cañaveral, which is only delivery. So we started from nothing, and now we have a business that it was doing super well, and then this pandemic hit, and it's
Yeah.
been tough.
It's changed our lives, business, and totally our total lives. So maybe you could tell us now how you have adjusted and what are you doing, and what do you expect too?
Well, at first, we heard it. It was happening in China, and we said, "You think that might come to Colombia?" I don't think so. Maybe not. And then when we heard the first case in Bogota, we're like, "Oh, this is happening. It's gonna be like the same replica of what happened in other countries." So we started thinking in advance, and we knew, of course, delivery was the answer for it. And so the income, it was a great hit because maybe I'll say we're selling 70% less of what we sold before. So so you had to talk to the house owners and request help, and so it's been tough. As I said, we had to cut also part of our employees, and we focused on having good prices, but also good quality of ingredients, and that's been our focus, our main focus. So I'll say it's been tough, but we're surviving, and that's a lot to say in this time because we have a lot of competitors and stuff too.
That's a lot to be said that you're surviving. With my business too, we've had to make a lot of changes. We have a lot of online classes, but it's been difficult for you, for all these businesses, and just our health, our safety, our social lives. But good for you, my friend. I hope and pray that things go well. I know you're a persevering kind of guy, and I think you'll do well there, Josue. Josue, what we'll do now is open it up to our guests. We have 3 or 4 guests. We'll get their mics going. They have some questions. What they will do is briefly introduce themselves. Some are business people as well, and they'll introduce their businesses. And then they're going to fire some good questions at you. Are you ready, man?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a go. I hope everyone else is ready. Here we go. Let's open her up. There we go. Okay, welcome our wonderful team. First of all, again, introduce yourself, ask a question, and we'll have some discussion. Anyone ready to go?
Yeah, me.
Go for it. You know this guy, don't you, Valentina?
Well, I don't know you, but I do know your wife and Juan Pablo and Chope and also Camacho, the other one, Jose.
Yeah.
So, well, my name is Valentina Franco. I am an entrepreneur. I am the owner of Corio Wellness. We are a wellness center who we do believe that we can train the body and the mind. I do have really good questions for you.
Okay.
We have been almost 120 days in the lockdown or in quarantine. So So what are you guys doing to prepare the business for the future? Because all the consumer habits are changing, and this situation isn't going to go away like first in this year. It's not going to happen. So what are you going to do to prepare for the new consumer habits?
Well, first we were preparing to open up to 30% of what we usually do. So we're like having the distance between the tables, like 2 meters and everything. And there was a law that I was about to be confirmed, and that was like last week. And then they said no, and that's most likely not gonna happen for a couple of months because we're going towards the peak of the epidemic. So now the habits, which ones are gonna be the habits that we're thinking? People coming in their cars and eating outside the restaurant. That's like one minor thing that may happen. And the other one is having really good combos to offer them, like for one person, two and three, and you also it's good advertising, having a budget to promote your company in Instagram and Facebook. Also, we have a really close relationship with Rappi, and so Rappi is also giving us a lot of information of each person that buys our product.
Good. I like the changes. In your business too, Valentina, changing to the new consumers. Thank you. Someone else introduce himself in a question? Come on, Pablo. You're never shy.
I have another one, so
Okay, well, we'll come.
I'm up for it.
Okay, go ahead, Valentina. You other guys think for a few minutes. Valentina, go ahead.
Yeah, you're talking about like, I'm sorry I'm saying this, but you're talking about like a minor solution. Now, have you like in the digital world, what are you guys going to do? Because 70% of the population and of the consumer behavior turns online. So do you guys have like any strategy or any business model to go online, like
Well,
part of business?
something that we have a lot of time invested and we know about our clients, it's that they love Netflix and they love movies. And we already found out, and we know that the ages that the people that follow us are between 18 and 25. So what we do, and that has worked for us well, it's do burger combos, kind of like with movies or TV shows, and that seems to click with people. And that's just talking about anything that doesn't have to do with the biosecurity things that we have to do, like with delivery options. And so that's one. Other one is that people that come to the pickups in the restaurant, they can use a QR with their phone, and they take a picture and it shows the menu, and they can pick whatever they want. That's another option we have. But right now we're planning a lot of possibilities that I cannot say at the moment, but I will share eventually.
You share it when you start those processes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Valentina. Other questions?
Okay, me. Can you guys hear me?
Pablo,
I
you
was
ready?
having some issues with my microphone.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear?
Yeah.
Good.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, I'm Pablo Pico from Prom Web Soft, a web design and software development company. My question for Jose is, what would you recommend or advise to other entrepreneurs in the food industry that are having a hard time to overcome this crisis during the pandemic? And I will also give you a second question that is related. Have you guys considered with other entrepreneurs to build some maybe some web application or some mobile application to compete with these delivery applications that are, as far as I have heard, they are very expensive for the food industry. Like they are taking a lot of the money that involved in that process of delivering the food to your customers. Thank you.
Yes, well, answering your first question, well, actually, the second one. It is true. The applications, delivery applications, they take more than 15-20%, even more, depending on the type of business you are. And my advice to someone that has that is in the food industry will be just do not marry yourself with one of them, but use them all. Fight with a good percentage for all of the ones that are available. That will be one. And use it if you can develop an app and people use it. That will be, I mean, that will be the greatest because you will see, the day by day who is following you, how much are they buying, what are they buying, where are they located. So you will have a lot of information that will be like a key um, to understanding your clients. So I mean that will be a good. We have talked about that, but we haven't explored it in a great depth. So I don't know how much it will cost. And answering the first question, um, I think one of the main ideas or the main view you have to understand is that you need to know who your clients are and what are their needs. If you know what are their needs, you can design images or messages to hit them right where it counts. So that will be like the first understand their needs.
Perfect. Okay, thanks. Pablo, maybe you can help him with developing an app later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very complex process, but I think there are some companies that already have templates in other countries. But even if that's expensive, I think I imagine it could be a good strategy to unite forces with other restaurants, maybe not only from Bucaramanga but from other cities, to to regain the control of the business, because right now I have this feeling that these delivery apps have taken over like most of the business during this pandemic. They are making more money, and the food industry is making less.
It
Yeah.
seems to be.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, Rappi is a delivery system that's very popular here in Colombia. And you see them everywhere with their bright orange backpacks or bicycles. And I think they're doing a good business, my friends.
Yes, that brings me another question. In this case, Chopes has like a direct line for delivery the food, or just you are just using
We have
applications.
4 lines that are directly to us, and then we have the Rapid to the app. That's how we're working. So we have 2 lines in Cabecera and 2 other lines in Cañaveral.
Yeah, and I suppose that those are better for like any restaurant if the people um, order directly with the restaurant, right?
Yes, and it's cheaper, and I because we have special combos for people that call us. So because we're trying to promote that too, but at the same time there are other people that they buy with credit cards, so that's why they use applications like Rappi or Uber Eats.
Okay, good. Thanks, guys. Liza, Anna, any thoughts, questions?
Um, my name is Anna. I'm sorry. Are you going to talk?
Go ahead, Anna. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Anna. I'm a industrial engineering student, and I just have one question. What do you think has been a key point to advance in this pandemic process?
To advance,
Depends.
I think for us is knowing that this is not something that's gonna last forever. It's gonna be a couple of months, maybe a year, I don't know. But I keep reminding myself that I'm not alone. I'm not an orphan. Um, I'm being taken care of, and I like to think that I'm not alone. That God is gonna teach us something through this process, and I try to focus on taking risks, and that's part of the creative process. And if you stay the same, you're dead. And if you don't keep evolving, then someone else is going to think of other ideas, so you have to keep going on. And sometimes it's tiresome, but it's part of the business. Where in the food industry, you have to keep moving. And so this pandemic is speeding everything up quickly. So we're thinking of 4 or 5 options, and we're trying things out. Or this didn't work. Why? And this didn't work. That worked too, and we didn't put much money on it. Why? And so it's part of a continuous process.
Yeah, I would agree. Sorry, just Anna as well, if I can throw in, just being flexible and adaptable. So it's not just a pandemic, but if you're a fast-moving, adaptable business, you'll keep on top of it. I mean, you look at Kodak cameras, for example. When I was a kid many years ago, they were huge. That was the biggest company. Then they didn't get digital, and now they're bankrupt. So good. Thanks, Anna and Josue. We have a few more minutes. Last question. Anyone? Comments?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Raisa. I work for Lanex Group. I'm the marketing director. I help to organize this meeting and this fun event. And my question for Josue is, what's the best memory that have you had during your business life?
Best memory.
That's a good question.
Stump them, Raisa. Get them good.
I had to think it through.
A lot of ups and downs.
Yes, a lot of them.
What's a recent high point?
I think one high point is that I come from really humble beginnings, and I didn't expect that I could acquire the things that I have acquired. Like when I was able to buy like my own apartment with my wife, that was a dream that I thought it wasn't going to happen maybe ever. And seeing that if you really work hard and save and invest, like it could really happen to you. That's something that I thought it was for other people, not me. So it's just realizing that there is a blessing in what you do and what you love. That's a good feeling.
Oh, excellent. That's a good note to finish off on. I hate to cut it short, but we're going to stop, folks. So a huge thanks to Josue Rodriguez from Chope's Restaurant. Thank you, Raisa, Valentina, Pablo, and Anna. It's been great to have you. We'll do this again. We'll start earlier next time. We'll get a bit more organized, but thanks again. A wonderful event. We wish you the best, Josue. We just have to be strong and, I guess, faithful and consistent and do our best. Yeah, good luck, man. Josue, any last words? We're glad to have you, man.
Yeah, I want to say that whoever wants to talk to me or hit me up or have any more questions, just message me on Instagram. I'll write the name here. And also, one other thing that I wanted to say is that it is possible to create things that no one has imagined before. And besides this project of Chopes, I have other projects going on that I'm starting, and I think everyone can be a genius. It's just you have also to believe in yourself and keep working hard. So,
perfect. Thanks for that encouragement, my friend. Blessings, everyone. Keep safe, keep healthy. We'll do this in 2 weeks. We'll have another great person to interview and interact with. So keep safe, keep healthy. Again, we'll post information on our websites. I hope you do too, Valentina and Josue, with contact information. So we want to sort of network and help each other here. Okay, everyone. Wonderful to see you. Thanks for your involvement. Take care now.
right. Okay.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.